Leidenschaft so quick und gut. Immer volle Power, immer guter Ton. Ein Podcast, ein Livestream für alle Volleyballfans, ein Traum. Die Griswolds, immer am Ball. Die Griswolds, ein lauter Knall. Ein lauter Knall. Die Spiele spannt die Sätze lang. Die Fans, sie jubeln im ganzen Land. Der Podcast läuft, die Technik hält. Stimmung steigt, wer hätte das gedacht? Der Angriff kommt, der Block steht fest. Ein Podcast, ein Livestream für alle Volleyballfans, ein Traum. Die Griswolds, immer am Ball. Die Griswolds, ein lauter Knall.
Wir sind die Griswolds, ja Mann. Ein Team so wild wie ein Orkan. Mike the Voice am Mikrofon. DJ Vazzetti legt die Platten schon. Volleyball Entertainment, unser Ding. Wir bringen Freude, yeah, wir bringen es hin. Fantastisch, yeah, fantastisch.
Baby.
So klingt der Sommer ganz fantastisch. Fantastisch, yeah,
Aber wunderschönen guten Abend.
fantastisch.
Hallo, hallo.
Mit uns wird jeder Tag bombastisch.
Gleich geht's los. Der Start in der Mail.
Noch ein Clip, dann geht's los.
Livestream, Podcast jede Woche neu. Geschichten, die sind einfach nicht scheu. Von Urlaub bis zum letzten Date. Wir teilen alles, ist doch klar, so ist es eben. Volleyball Entertainment, unser Ding. Wir bringen Freude, yeah, wir bringen es hin. Fantastisch, ja, fantastisch. So klingt der Sommer ganz fantastisch. Fantastisch, ja, fantastisch. Mit uns wird jeder Tag bombastisch.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest volleyball show on earth. Ja, und wir,
Let's go.
let's go. Und das Schöne ist, wir können ja Deutsch sprechen, weil Cody kann ja auch Deutsch. Wir begrüßen unseren Gast, Cody Castle.
Hi, hi.
Hallo, alle.
Geht's dir gut?
Ja, mir geht es sehr gut. Montagabend nach dem Training. Montags ist bin ich hier so viele Wochen. Normalerweise zweimal Trainings, morgen Krafttraining und abends Balltraining in der Halle. Und dann ja, bin ich hier. So, Entschuldigung, wenn ich muss mein
Ja.
Lieferung holen in der Show. Das kommt gleich, die Ernährung ist immer wichtig für das Spiel. So.
Ja, absolut, das müssen wir dazu sagen. Also Cody hat gerade Training gehabt und hat sich jetzt noch schnell was zu essen bestellt. Er muss noch was essen. Von daher, Cody, ist es absolut okay, wenn du auch hier in der Sendung isst. Was gibt es denn Leckeres? Ich hoffe, gute Sachen. Was gibt's?
Ja, ich habe, glaube zweimal zwei Entergerichte bestellt, weil nach einer langen, harten Trainingtag, ich habe auch ein großes Lunch brauche, ja, so
Proteine.
von woher, von Quan Khoi, der
Ach,
wird
ich wollte-
Das
Werbung
ist mal nicht der Mr. Lecker.
Werbung direkt.
Alles gut, kein Problem. Hauptsache ist gut. Gibt es auch einen Glückskeks dazu?
Nächstes Mal ein Discount-Code für Grizzlies-Fans.
Kriegst du auch einen Glückskeks dazu? Kennst du Glückskeks?
Ja, die Fortune Cookies.
Ja.
Mal schauen, das ist mein erstes Mal, dass ich habe von da.
Sehr gut. Cody, dann lass uns kurz über dich reden. Also verrückte Sachen gibt es immer im Sport. Du bist eigentlich nach Tel Aviv gegangen. Das ist ja schon fast verrückt, da müssen wir auch noch mal drüber reden, weil das bestimmt auch nicht ganz normal gewesen ist, in Anführungsstrichen, da drüben in dieser Lage. Und dann auf einmal geht alles ganz schnell und du hast das Grizzlies-Trikot an. Erstmal freuen wir uns natürlich wirklich sehr, dass du da bist. Ne? Definitiv. Ich freue mich besonders, deswegen habe ich heute mein Broncos-Shirt angezogen, denn endlich einer aus Colorado.
Jetzt ist es soweit. Heute hast du die Chance.
Jetzt geht's los. Wir können den Super Bowl holen dieses Jahr.
Ich hoffe auch. Wir haben durch viele, viele schwierige Jahre als Broncos-Fans gelebt. So.
Ja, das stimmt. Jetzt bist du da bei uns. Erstmal, wie geht es dir in Hildesheim? Wie fühlst du dich? Wie viel Spaß macht es mit den Grizzlies?
Es ist viel Spaß bei den Grizzlies. Ich fühle mich sehr bequem, sehr wohl, sehr so welcomed here. So many people went out of their way to make my transition really easy and smooth and good. So yeah, I feel awesome here.
Und du machst das auch schon richtig. Wenn du nicht weißt, mach ruhig auf Englisch.
Wenn die Wortschatz fehlt, ich kann das
Ja.
wechseln. Ich hoffe für jeder, das ist nicht so unbequem, aber
Solange du nicht auf
hoffentlich schneller.
solange du nicht auf Chinesisch anfängst, ich habe gelesen, das haut ja auch ein bisschen hin, ne? Auf
Ja.
Chinesisch, aber wir bleiben bei Englisch oder Deutsch. Ne?
Kannst du Chinesisch?
Nur ein bisschen eigentlich. Ich habe das in High School studiert. Spanisch, Englisch und ein bisschen Hebrew jetzt nach diesen 3 Monaten, aber nur Kleinigkeiten waren da, dass ich kann mit Mark und Anita manchmal. Und JT hat auch in Tel Aviv gespielt,
Ja.
2 Jahre so.
Sehr gut. Also, for sure, it's no problem. So when you need
Great,
something in
yeah.
English, it's no problem. I've told you that
Yeah.
you know the word Wortschatz makes you to the best German here.
No, it's
Top 20%.
Depends on what I have to explain, but yeah, let's do a little bit of both, maybe.
Good. Ja, also du fühlst dich sehr wohl hier. Wie war das für dich? Du bist ja aus dem Flugzeug direkt nach Freiburg und direkt zum Spiel.
Ja, wir haben über das gedacht, so wir können über das später reden, aber die Wechsel war durch und dann ey, gibt es ein wichtiges Spiel hier in Freiburg und erstmal, nee, ich würde gern einfach zu Hildesheim zu kommen. Wahrscheinlich die Transfer geht nicht, weil das muss durch die FIVB, muss durch USA Volleyball, muss auch durch die DVV, alle die Bestätigungs, auch die Geld und alles und war so knapp, wir haben gedacht, ey, das geht nicht und dann eigentlich in ein paar Tagen geht schon ein Direktflug von Tel Aviv nach Frankfurt und dann die Train von Frankfurt war die schnellste Verbindung and I met the team or Ita and I were late at night in front of the hotel at 1 in the morning, 1:30, something like this. Slept, jumped into serve and pass right away. It's really one of the craziest things, like you said, that has happened to me in sports. 11 years as a pro, to make a transfer like this. Of course, you see some in the season, but this was really quick and really a little bit dramatic as it goes. So I went from, in about a week, it kind of all came together from the first hints of the possibility to being on the plane and moving out of the team and the city that I actually was feeling quite comfortable and good in. So it was a really bizarre situation overall.
Ja, absolut, definitiv. Weil ich sag, man denkt ja auch als Spieler nicht daran, wenn man irgendwo hingeht, dass irgendwie ganz kurz dann heißt ja nach ein paar Monaten hier, wir brauchen jetzt den Platz. Also in Israel war es, glaube ich, so, es gibt ja Ausländerlizenzen dort. Deshalb musstest du in Anführungsstrichen gehen oder man hat es dir angeboten und wir freuen uns natürlich sehr, dass du da bist.
Ja, ich auch. Ich meine nur, dass the inside life of the athlete was like very dramatic that week because you go, oh, the news from Maccabi, they need a spot.
Yeah.
You are looking at 5 months where you maybe don't play or you don't have a team or it was just really not clear what the situation was. And then the great opportunity and chance with Gießen. And I can be completely honest too, the first 3 or 4 days I said, this feels like running away. No, I don't want to until they find someone, until it's clear. This is, no, no, not ready, not ready, not ready. And then as I started to understand the situation and what I was looking at more and more, and knowing that I could come to a place that I'm really comfortable and a team with a young team with a huge amount of potential, have an impact right away, get to play. I mean, as I look forward the rest of my career, I don't want to spend it on the bench just taking up space or just taking so I want to be in it. I want to be active. I want to do what I'm doing now and get out there and play as many matches and be on the court and take a different role. I mean, it was just such a good fit for a lot of reasons. And then I had to say goodbye quickly to a city and a team that I had already become very attached to, if I'm honest, because I think that's one of my strengths is wherever I go, there I am fully, and now I'm here. So
We appreciate that.
Definitiv. Und wir haben ja auch
it's the mixed emotions, but I'm gonna tell you guys.
Yeah,
how it
for
is.
sure. Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, but no, really, really happy to be here.
Wir sind heute auch happy, denn wir haben heute einen Partner für diese Sendung. Die ambulante Krankenpflege Kors ist heute Partner von unserer Sendung. Von daher vielen Dank, auch ein neues Teammitglied bei uns im Sponsorpool der Grizzlies. Danke, dass ihr mit dabei seid. Jetzt darfst du wieder
Vielen
fragen.
Dank. Genau, jetzt geht's weiter. Und zwar an deine Geschichte oder daran angeknüpft, wie schnell das alles ging
Boah.
zum Thema Entscheidungen. Da haben wir jetzt nämlich auch eine Frage im Chat. Wir haben ja hier einen Chat laufen, da
Ja.
stellen die Leute ein paar Fragen nebenbei.
Ja.
Und die Crolli möchte wissen, ob es dann im Vorfeld Gespräche mit Spielern oder Trainern gab, die dich auch dazu bewogen haben oder darin bestützt haben, zu den Grizzlies zu kommen.
It was so quick and so that of course I spoke with Ita, but after 8 years in the Bundesliga, seeing Gießen be born and go through so many years in Lüneburg and Berlin, I pretty much already knew everything I had to know. So there was not necessarily something that other players could tell me. Of course, JT is a good friend of mine from playing Team USA and just in life, and so it just made sense for so many different reasons. And so I even have to catch up with Noah. This has been the wildest thing. So there's guys I know that have played that I haven't even spoken to yet, and I need to, because I know he's got a great life going and he's got a lot of good stuff going on. So, but yeah,
Also
good question. Yeah.
Dein Handy stand nicht still, da kamen einige Nachrichten rein, als es dann bekannt gegeben wurde. Von
Ja, nee,
Teamkollegen.
gar nichts. Ich habe auch nicht alle die Nachrichten schon geantwortet. Das ist noch, ja, aber yeah, I just feel the support from so many people, and they really are into it, and they want to know what's going. Because such a strange situation, also for me. I never heard of something like this happening, especially with other teams. At first, I also thought that in many other countries you can keep 4 or 5 foreign players and only play with 3 and choose the 3 that you play with. But in Israel, it's not like that. So if they decide to make a change, someone's got to go because of the makeup of the team. I was the guy that was going to have to go, and so it felt like sitting there with an axe over my head and looking at not having any team I guess I kind of already explained it before, but this was, as an athlete, you don't want to, unless the decision gets taken. It also felt like but this ended up being really the right choice and the right move for a lot of reasons, for also for my career, and and then it happened so quick because it became a win-win-win for everybody, basically, except for the emotional internal life of me moving to another team. But which I'm good, guys. I'm not like that. I just mean it was like
No, absolutely.
And see ya. So
Now, let us together start our journey at the start of your career. So, you were born in Colorado Springs, or you come from Colorado Springs. You grew up there, and so in Colorado, so we have the Broncos, we have the Avalanche, we have the Rockies, and whatever, the Rapids. So, why does Mr. Little Cody Castle said, okay, hey, I want to play volleyball. I think your dad is big in volleyball too. So maybe
Yeah,
take us with you of your
that's
journey.
pretty accurate. And of course, I'm going to throw in John Elway there because John Elway, when I was 7 years old, he was wearing number 7 and they won the back-to-back Super Bowls. And he was my idol. He was the man when I was 6 to 8 years old. It was all Broncos. Ed McCaffrey was a huge favorite of mine. I went to one game and he caught a touchdown right in front of me. Um, like Elway to McCaffrey in the corner. And it was from then on. I mean, so Colorado Springs, very active, very sports city. It's actually Olympic City, USA.
Oh, the
Um,
food is coming.
it's
Take your
Olympic City,
time.
USA, and I'm gonna go get my food.
Yeah,
But
get your food and
um,
we make some commercial. So, währenddessen jetzt Cody sein Essen holt, sagen wir nochmal wirklich jetzt in Ruhe Danke an die ambulante Krankenpflege Kors. Nicht nur, dass ihr uns unterstützt, dass ihr die Grizzlies unterstützt. Und das finden wir richtig toll, dass diese Grizzlies-Family auch mit den Sponsoren, dass die immer wieder weiter wachsen und dass die das überhaupt möglich machen, dass wir sowas überhaupt machen können. Also jetzt nicht das hier, das können wir ja auch so machen, aber dass wir einfach in der Halle so viele tolle Sachen machen können, weil das ist ja
Definitiv.
ohne die Sponsoren überhaupt nicht möglich. Und das ist, können wir weiter unseren Traum leben, auf jeden Fall.
Absolut. Und sieht man ja auch allein an der Halbzeitshow, was sich an Gewinnspielen etabliert.
Eine Halbzeitshow.
Der Stuhl, der regelmäßig an
Halbzeitshow. Okay.
verlost wird.
Ja.
Also will sagen, tat sich einiges im Hinblick.
So, jetzt sind wir
Sponsoring.
gespannt. Jetzt haben wir Foodcast hier. Das ist nice.
yeah, it's first. Sorry.
Yeah, you can eat. It's no problem. You can eat. All the
like
people
this.
are fine with that. It's
Okay.
okay. They
But yeah,
write
it
here.
was-
He can eat. They write. Okay, now I'm hungry. I'm order too. It's perfect. But
So-
is it okay that the coach can see that what you eat? Okay. No,
Yeah, we have a beautiful veggie duck situation.
Oh. Mm.
Continue the ads for this. I gotta get some kickback here. No, I'm just kidding. It's
That's
great.
nice. Enjoy your food.
Guten Appetit.
And yeah. We are thinking about Colorado.
I will
Colorado
totally
Springs is
answer questions in between bites. We can do like this. So
Yeah.
I just super active growing up, played a lot of different sports, and my dad was also working at the USA Volleyball offices there in Colorado Springs, where we have an Olympic training center. A bunch of different sports, trained there also because of the altitude. It's at like around 1,600, 1,700 meters in elevation, 6,000 feet or so. You know, Broncos play a mile high. We play even a little bit higher than that. So that was very fresh, dry air. Anyway, sports were around everything, and that was the dream, is to be a professional athlete since I was little. I mean, who wouldn't want to be? And so it's pretty wild to be 34, still feeling like that little kid that gets to do what he loves once, twice a week, every day with a training, of course, and play and do a sport that I fell in love with out of Colorado. So yeah, that's a huge chunk of it.
That's crazy. That is when I visit Colorado, so Denver, in my first time, I get out on a plane and I take a deep breath and I think, oh my God, what's that? What's that air? Es ist sehr hoch da, ne? Das heißt, du hast also viele, es machen ja viele Läufer zum Beispiel, die fliegen auch alle nach Portugal, weil die da dann immer irgendwie oben dieses Höhentraining machen. Also da kannst du auch mal, übrigens, wo ich da war das letzte Mal, da war Mainz 05 da und hat da Fußballtrainingslager gemacht, weil das war so hoch. Ja, und dann hast du natürlich noch mehr, kannst du mehr Sauerstoff pumpen sozusagen quasi für deine Konstitution.
Yeah, and even the ball flies a little bit differently at that
Yeah.
altitude because the air is a little bit thinner, even with the volleyball serve. So there were many years that the men's and women's national teams both trained in Colorado Springs. One of the reasons they moved out was because 98% of competitions are at sea level or around sea level. And so they'd always have a training adjustment, especially the men who are ripping jump serves,
Mhm.
that distance of your, mostly with the serve and reception, but with a little bit of everything, over 18 meters, a 60, 120 kilometer an hour jump serve is flying a few feet, half a meter, different meters differently on the back line than it does at sea level. So.
Ja, das ist schon wirklich verrückt. Also für euch da draußen, das ist natürlich klar, der Ball hat eine ganz andere Flugeigenschaft dort in diesen Höhenmetern. Ne? Also das ist schon, ist auch verrückt. Ne? Also wenn du dich da mal drauf dann halt fokussieren musst, dann im Endeffekt. Ich lese mal hier die nächste Frage. Ah, okay. Willst du das fragen? Dann kann er noch 2 Bissen machen dabei.
Auf Englisch oder Deutsch?
Ach so, ja.
Ja, was waren denn so Eigenschaften, wo du relativ früh gesehen hast, das sind meine Stärken, wie zum Beispiel hier in der Frage aus dem Chat die Sprungkraft. War die von vornherein beispielsweise da oder war das etwas, wo du viel dran arbeiten musstest? Kannst ja mal so eine kleine Übersicht machen.
Yeah, of course. So for sure, I have some natural type 1 twitch muscle fibers from my dad and my mom that allow me to do that. But also for sure, I've worked my butt off for more than 15 years, 20 years now in the weight room. And playing beach volleyball, I think, was actually very key for me. So to continue to go back to where I played, there's not so much boys volleyball or men's volleyball in Colorado, where I was from, actually. It's a bigger women's sport. So I played a bunch of different sports growing up, had a wide athletic background, was lucky with that. Skiing, judo, swimming, soccer, football, also football, American football, tennis, and tennis and lacrosse became my big sports actually in high school. And in the summers, I would still play, and not, I mean, I'm a pretty open book here, so not to get, my parents were separated, and so when my sister and I were with my father, he would be traveling the world at different volleyball clinics. And he took us throughout the entire United States and to 6 or 7 different countries around the world. In the summers or throughout the year, spreading his volleyball knowledge. He's actually kind of like a coach of coaches in the United States. He wrote some of the first manuals that the coaches have to learn. Was huge in grassroots volleyball, beach volleyball. He was the director of growth for USA. He worked there for 35 years, 40 years. So a lot of people know John Kessel in the USA and global volleyball world for his influence on the sport in a lot of ways. I was kind of there, so I had this huge knowledge base or understanding of the game, and I was around these amazing players growing up, um, but I didn't start playing volleyball until the summers with my dad, 2-on-2 in the grass volleyball. And there was a father-son tournament in Vail, Colorado, if you can picture in the mountains, beautiful. And I think this is something we could bring to Germany, is parents playing with their kids against another team of parents and their kids. And it's, 10 and under, 12 and under, 14 and under. It's just friendly. And then the 16 and 18s gets really competitive with the fathers and the dads and that's where I was introduced to the sport competitively. Yeah. And then, yeah, it's hard to sum up just step by step here, but yeah, I'll stop there.
Und kannst du dich noch so an ein paar Sätze erinnern, die dein Dad dir immer so mit auf den Weg gegeben hat oder ein paar Anweisungen? Da gibt es auch immer sowas, was hängen bleibt im Kopf, was man schon nicht mehr hören kann, weil er es so oft gesagt hat. Sicherlich kannst du da ein paar Sachen zu sagen.
The best one is, I think a lot of times the dynamic between parents and their kids with sports can be kind of fraught sometimes. A lot of times in the car afterwards, he would say, I love to watch you play. And I would be so pissed at him. I'd be like, tell him, and he's like very positive and loving. I just love to watch you play. And I would just have lost the game and I was just like,
Oh, that's sweet.
so unless I really asked him later for something technical or some feedback, he was very incredibly over the top supportive and he didn't pressure me into the sport. And so that's just something and clearly he created the format for that and helped me continue to find my love of the game, which I still have today. So I think that was massively important for me.
So he gives you a lot. So when I see you the first time play now for the Grizzlies, after that a travel horror trip, what you had, so you bring a great of mentality on this field and give all the players a big push to keep their heads up, and you talk with the players, and that's very nice. So that's another point that we say, okay, we are very glad that you had you here.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, it's genuine. Like it's very much comes from a lot of experience or things that I can share, and I'm still getting to know the team and the guys, but again, it just comes from this. I'm gonna give 100% where I am, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and but yeah, thank you. It's a fun team to be a part of for sure. I'm enjoying it so much.
So then your journey goes on from America. I have no
Yeah.
the
So
right
I'll
addition,
jump.
but
Yeah, no, I played a little bit of grass volleyball. Played club volleyball starting when I was 17. The first time I played year-round volleyball was 17 years old. I took a year off after high school. I think that was also really vital. I grew about 10 centimeters, so this is why I was kind of this late bloomer. I was a skinny, athletic guy all the way through high school, and it wasn't until I was 18 years old that I hit my final growth spurt and hit 197. Before that, I was like 185 and skinny and athletic and wiry, but
the same like me.
so this I worked really hard in school, and so I actually got the combination of mostly 80% school, 20% athletic potential. Went and had 4 great years at Princeton University in New Jersey, just south of New York. And I got the hit. I was an opposite hitter. I was the only guy that we really had that was physical and jumping and could hit the ball from the back row. So I was one of these classic where you're the best opposite on a team that is playing a bunch of five setters, maybe doesn't pass amazing, so you have the highest, you're the top scorer in the league. Even though I maybe wasn't necessarily the best player, I was the top scorer. I was physical, I was jumping, and I just was still obsessed with volleyball. I was playing in the summers, beach volleyball, doubles. That's the number one piece of advice for younger players I could say is if you can play beach in the summer, play doubles, play small sided games, 3-on-3. Um, Kevin Tilley was just on our podcast recently where he said the secret for the French team winning Olympic gold and being the team in this era is playing a 3-on-3 beach version where they allowed indoor rules. So you can set, you can tip,
Mhm.
you just need this contacts. You need the reality of the game, of the reading over the net. You're all these rich things, the fun, the anticipation. So many things are so important. Competitiveness, playing the whole game, right? All these things come from those small-sided games. So I caught the attention of an agent. I played my first year in Switzerland. Maybe I'll stop there. I don't know. Do you have any more questions? So then
No, it's good.
I just started my professional career after that. Was lucky enough to have that opportunity, and I had the dream of playing for the U.S. men's national team. Basically,
Mhm.
was why I chose to go indoor and not to continue with beach. Actually,
Mhm. Take some bites. Yeah, that's important. And how does it feel the quality right now in Germany when you went to Lüneburg? And this is the great story. So now you're going to Lüneburg. You create something with a young team, and now look at Lüneburg. Now they have a great arena. They play Champions League. Then you go to Berlin, and now you are on the other club. They're growing up now. The Grizzlies. You can make the same with us. That's good. So how does it feel for you to playing in Germany here when you went to Lüneburg?
very
Okay, no problem.
mm.
Everybody says enjoy your food.
So um, I'll even say I had a struggle of a first season professionally in Switzerland as an opposite hitter. I went over, had an injury, thought I was going to quit, didn't love it, but I still stayed on in Switzerland and became an assistant coach in a way because I had to heal an ankle injury for 4 months. Um, and Stefan Huebner in Lüneburg kind of took a chance on me as like a third outside hitter, kind of diamond in the rough development type player back in those days. And stayed there for 3 years. Just loved Lüneburg so much. I learned German, so I had still a piece of my volleyball heart, and my heart will always remain in Lüneburg. There, it was a really special time. This between the second and third year, we kept 11 out of 12 players. That was another reason why we were able to kind of be so successful in those first 4 months of that third year. We had so much more playtime together. Stefan had so much more time to work with us and develop us into a strong group, and I learned a lot from him. Also, as an outside hitter, transitioning from opposite reception, hand reception, which is a skill of mine that's continued to serve me very well. Is I think the German league is known for very high quality float serves, especially with the Mikasa, and I was able to develop that skill, and which I still have today. That served me really well. And it was a really special time. And then the switch to Berlin to play for titles, and that was also at that point in time, felt like what I had to do to get the attention of the national team, because that was still my dream, is to play for the U.S. men's national team in the Olympics. And I didn't do that until I was 30 years old. So that was also a very late blooming career. We had such a strong U.S. men's national team that was mostly together since 2014. And I joined that team after many years of trying out, working in the summer for that full time, going overseas, trying to become my best for that one little chance. That was also another crazy era and chapter, but that finally worked out in 2022. So maybe I jumped around a bit there, but
It's okay.
I love being a part of, great programs. There's a lot of beautiful structure here. We've seen huge successes, matches, flashes of what it can be, what you guys have going on. I mean, you can feel the energy from the fans that want to build something and have something here. So it's really important too.
Yeah, when I hear that, we are ready for that. But I have a very, very big respect of you. But you going in that crazy time what we live right now, you said, okay, I go to Tel Aviv, so I see the sport in front, I see the city in front, and I go and want to play there. So
Yeah.
how was it for you to decide that, okay, now I'm
Yeah.
going to Tel
Oh,
Aviv? How was
again,
it for your family? They're miles away from you.
yeah, again, I'm a pretty open book here, so you're gonna get the full story here. It's when kind of got pushed out of Berlin, or got didn't continue the contract in Berlin, and then found a great spot in Mosaic. We struggled early, and then we were building back up into what we thought was going to be a really nice finish there for Mosaic, and then I had a really bad concussion injury. Um,
Okay.
I think people maybe confuse this, but before the injury, I'd actually already signed to go to Tel Aviv. So my great grandmother and grandmother are Jewish, and they passed a lot of this tradition on to my mother, who loosely passed this on to me. And so this was always something that was not so important in my life, but there's also an understanding that there was a potential for me to kind of reconnect with this and play as an Israeli player. That was kind of something that we thought that could happen, and they were interested in me at the position four thing anyway. So that had a lot of meaning for me, and it seemed like a really good time to go. I'd only heard amazing things about the city and the team and the chance to take a step there and to play these big European games. They were also playing in Challenge Cup. Um, After 10 years of European winters, it also sounded really nice. Good weather, if I'm completely honest too. And I was also entering a phase where the national team kind of wasn't so interested anymore in what I had to offer. So the priorities change a little bit, looking more at different things instead of continuing to develop as a young player or talent. You start to look at things like lifestyle, money, weather, and impact. So I signed that and felt really good about Tel Aviv and Maccabi. And yeah, so to answer your question, there was a combination of a bunch of things there. So and then, yeah,
But my absolute respect, and it sounds like a great story. So when you have that family background, what you tell us,
yeah,
it's
yeah, and
great.
it was a light connection that I just never felt so strongly to, but it was
Mhm.
maybe going to be close enough for them, and it turned out that. Yeah, let's see. It's still an open thing, but
Yeah.
it's proving more difficult to get through the Israeli bureaucracy than we maybe thought, which was also probably a small percentage part of this whole decision and situation. So,
It's time for some bites. So Chris has
yeah,
a
yeah,
question you can eat.
thanks.
Yes.
And then you guys can chat for a bit, but yeah.
Don't worry.
Also, the question is already translated. What makes it easier to deliver? Cody, how do you keep yourself calm when you realize your reception is bad today and you're the target? Are you telling yourself to score more now to still impact the game, or what is happening in your head?
Hmm. Hmm.
Sounds like it tastes good. Mm. Mm. Don't
Mal
worry.
abwarten, bis er von Mr. Lecker hört.
No, no.
It's a great question. Hopefully, it's coming from a player or a fan. Doesn't matter. A huge battle as players, as human beings, is to get back to the present moment and what we can control. So, already when I hear the first sentence, how do you keep yourself calm when you realize your reception is bad today? You're like, right in that moment. And I think a skill I've developed for so many years is, oh, that like that passed already. I mean, it's one play at a time mentality, 0-0 mentality. So of course you have this thinking, judging mind that's knowing that you just made a few like when I came off the bench in Freiburg, I think I got ace the first three balls, but like it's a brand new serve. Okay, then there's another
Yeah.
like brand new serve here coming, and so this skill and this ability to return is and not be too far in the past or the future is something that you can develop through many kinds of training, focus, call it a lot of people use mindfulness meditation to train this, but I think you get this in any kind of skill or something that you kind of are trying to, like a podcast, we're really present, we're speaking with each other, we're in the moment. The more that you can cultivate this, I think that's more that's going to help and show up in your game. So I'm not telling myself it's more about letting the judgment go as quickly as I can and getting back to sensing, feeling, right, all these things that bring me into wow, that ball, that next serve, and trusting I know that I'm a really, really, really good volleyball player and receiver, and so it's just it's gonna come back.
And did you always had that mentality, or
Oh,
were there a certain point where something changed in your mind to
I can
get this
also.
focus?
You guys are asking about me, about my story and my journey and my mentality. I have to do a free plug for my ebook. So a few years ago, I wrote a bunch about my story and wrote a bunch about the 11 top lessons that I've learned in the mental game. And before AI, I I spent 2 years on bus trips in Berlin writing this book, and anyone can download it on the links in my bio. It's called 11 Ways to Get an Edge. So it talks about all these things. Um, and so there's a bunch of different skills and techniques there's not like one thing. It was just to have more tools, the better, because you learn also certain things that you're different in a different time and place in your career. It's not like, oh, I have the answer. It's like I had different answers at different points in my career that helped me a lot. So it's yeah. What was your question? Original question was what was
The question was if you always had that in your mind,
oh,
or
definitely.
was it over the time, but you
Oh, and that's another
answered
thing I think is
it was a
a huge
process over time.
myth in sports and the mental game in the sports world is people think you either have it or you don't. You're either born with it or you're not. The jumping, you either have it or you don't. It's like there's always a huge, and I think the mental side is even more. You think about for me, I'm a huge tennis fan, and what I love about volleyball is that we can lean on each other, we can support each other. Um, in tennis, you're alone. Golf is similar. It's like you have to be. So for me, Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, you hear them talk about their mental game, and for all of them, when they started, they also were not. They had to learn to literally build it up. So I think you can go search all these guys, how they did it for them. The reason I use those three is they're all three different personalities, but they also all three reached their version of elite, world class, number one in the world. So I get really when people are like, "There's just one way." Like, no, even when I wrote my book, these are the lessons that helped me. So all I can do is help you with the 11 lessons that helped me. For you, I'd have to understand you and your character and your life and your background and so many more things about you to maybe help you before I even know what to say to you. So
So
that's
it,
another part of it is just it takes time. You find it figured out for yourself, and that's kind of more even the message I want to pass on too.
So it's like when you wrote your book, it's like you put some different points from each of these players together, maybe, and find a solution in common, or
There are definitely themes that run through, um, similar to a skill like serving. Everyone's going to have a very, very unique serve, but there are qualities that are similar. So you can kind of pull on those threads. Um, does that make sense? Like there are some keys and techniques. So I would say the mindfulness is one of them. This present moment, whatever it takes to get back in the present moment. Confidence is part of it, but you can take actions whether you're feeling confident or not. And skills and training, I mean, this is like a basic level of you have to actually have some level of the reps put in. You can't just so visualization is huge, of course. Like we know that how powerful our minds and our brains are to visualize and set intentions and set things. We're so capable of doing amazing things when we really set our mind to it. So um, again, a combination.
Is that maybe a part of you what you have in your head so after your active career that you're starting a coaching career in volleyball?
Oh, it's I think it would be almost not the easiest thing, but I think I
Hmm.
just from my background, I would enjoy that, I think.
Hmm.
It's also
So
not the easiest lifestyle either. Like it's kind of choosing to continue this lifestyle. I mean, like I love, again, you guys know how much I love what I do. Hopefully you can see how much I love what I do, but
absolutely,
it's not
absolutely.
easy on it's not always easy on relationships. It's not, especially for foreign players. It's not your really intense 8 months on kind of company time, and you can't say I'm gonna take that weekend off and I'm gonna take a few days here and I'm gonna so
Yeah, yeah.
it comes with trade-offs. And of course the summer, again, I wouldn't trade it for the world, but it's not let's see, I think I have a few really strong playing years left in me, 3 or 4 minimum. It would be my and then just continue from there, so
It's good
that's
to hear.
yeah.
Absolutely, but this is what I see in the game. What I told you. So I see that you talk with the players. I heard that you do that in the training and give some tips or take the players by your side and say, hey, maybe you can do that or that, or hey, don't worry. And
For sure, I'm gonna try to pass on as much as my experience and my knowledge to any group that I'm a part of, and I still am getting to know the guys. I mean, um, another thing, yeah, is it's not just come in here. I really have to still get to know each
Mhm.
guy a little bit more, and um, but yeah, I'm gonna make everything I can to make this group the best that we can be.
yeah, I think this is one thing beside of all your other qualities on the pitch that you can bring some experience and as a bit older player to hold the group together because I think we're very young all together. Some older guys left us, and yeah, I think that makes your transfer also very important for us.
Perfect. Thanks for the reminder. I'll be sure to continue to pass on things here and there. I mean, we have great coaches too. We have other great leaders on the team, great captains. So it's I'm just going to continue to do my part.
And now it's time for Christmas. The Christmas time is coming. What did your family said that you heard? Okay, now you're playing in Germany again,
Yeah,
and
everyone's been calling and worried, and not like what's going on in Cody's life here. He's here and then he's there and then that is so no. It's they know that I'm back in Niedersachsen. I mean, this is
oh,
feel very comfortable here, like just with the language, with the culture, with the rhythm of life, with even the kind of the background. I understand. I feel like I understand the people here. So.
and did they come and visit you to for
My
Christmas?
dad actually made it to Tel Aviv. He was the only one. Of course, there's a
Hmm.
lot of reasons why. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
for
it
sure.
was really lovely to show him that city. It's a really everyone I had heard from said positive things about the city, and it really was. I think things seem calmer now. I can actually recommend anyone to go direct flight from Berlin or Hamburg to Tel Aviv is actually probably a lot quicker than you think to be in pretty tropical situation. So
Mhm.
hopefully it continues to stay safe for everyone.
And now, your family is coming to Hildesheim and visit you for Christmas?
Oh, I'm not, no, it's all happened so quick that we haven't
Okay.
really made plans. Yeah, I have to figure that out actually.
But I heard so Austin's dad is coming. You can play tennis
Oh,
with him.
awesome. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think there's a lot of families coming in. I think also Lars and yeah, let's see. It's great.
Yeah, you can take a bite if you want.
Yeah, I think I will. Yeah, you guys can
Okay.
It's getting cold.
Um, so what is noch falsch? Oder? Okay. So okay, now you have your first home game in the jersey with the Grizzly on you. The last times you have Berlin and Lüneburg jerseys on. Now the fans are screaming for your name, not against you. No, we don't do that. But how was it for you? The first home game in our bear cave.
It was awesome. It was really great. I love how close, and I've always loved that. Not so fun as an opponent, but you can really feel the crowd. You can feel the energy. It's a beautiful hall for volleyball. You have the added. Sometimes the ball goes up, and there's the added suspense of is it going to hit something or not. I think that's always.
Yeah.
It's like a bonus. It's like oh. It's a really exciting hall and so fun for volleyball. It's really, really good. And of course, even for the Liga Cups, I mean, it's just built a really special atmosphere and fan base. And what more can you ask for as a player to play in front of, an intense, hot gym and crowd? I love that about a lot of gyms in Germany. But really, even I can honestly say going to Belgium when it's like really unique and powerful and special to come back to this because not that I
Mhm.
got used to it for 8 years, but not that I took it for granted. I didn't. For me, every Max Schmeling game, it was all. I started in Gellersenhalle for the fans that know. Even in Lunenburg, 10 years ago, that hall was the shortest, smallest gym you can imagine. It was max capacity of 800 people. And it has the German fans have a spirit and soul and heart and they're in it and they feel it and that I love that.
This was what Taylor Averill said to us. So when we play against him last year, he said, "Wow, that's great here." And I said, "Okay, here's my contract. Here's your contract." But then Sasha came and said, "Hey, no, we can only have one player when you have signed Taylor Averill." But he said he loved that the atmosphere in Hildesheim.
It's so special. It's really special. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay.
Very long question in
Very long
the
question in the
in the
chat. You can
chat.
eat something if you
Yes,
want.
take your time. We'll be back after a minute. So, first the short one. Did you watch the documentary about Lüneburg? There must be some.
Someone still needs to send it to me. I think I have it somewhere. I, I've seen bit. No, the answer is no, and I need to see it.
Is it
I know they did
finished,
a
the
screening of it.
documentary?
I know they did a screening of it. Maybe that's only exists in a screen. I have to because there were so many storylines for me that were also so amazing there. I mean, even going back to the drama of we used to play in the CU Arena in Hamburg, and I remember we had this kind of magical come from behind victory against Berlin in the Cup semifinal in 2018. And there were even members of the city council that were going to vote on whether to build the gym, the new gym that exists there now at the game. But just that transition, I have so much respect for Lunenburg, the values, the people of the club there that helped raise me up, and still stay in touch with a lot of those people. So yeah, I am really looking forward to that reunion. Looking forward to playing in the Max Schmeling Hall again. I thought the time with Mosaic was going to be the last one, but yeah, it's just really amazing to look back on these 8 years of relationships and volleyball building, and just so grateful for this career that's lasted this long and been this amazing for still living my childhood dream. And it's not cliche, it's true, and I still feeling it day to day, and I love it. So
We also got some more informations about the documentary. You can find it on
on
YouTube.
YouTube, I literally okay. So I don't want to. Maybe I watch it alone. I want
And
to somehow have some more meaning and watch it with someone else. I can't believe it's on YouTube.
and
Amazing.
the people want to see your live reaction on the scenes
Okay.
because
Watch party. Make a watch party on Twitch, they
they say
say.
it must be amazing. So yes,
I'm
maybe
still
you should.
close with Tyler Kozlowski. I think I gotta watch it with Tyler. I'm gonna go at some point. I'm
Yeah.
gonna meet Tyler Kozlowski in Lunenburg, an old dear friend of mine. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna watch it. We can do a watch party. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's gonna be great.
They said you'll cry. It's beautiful.
I'm sure. I'm sure I will. I can't believe I haven't watched it all the way through yet. I've been waiting for the right moment, so it's coming up for sure. Yeah.
Okay, I think we must do a documentary about the Grizzlies
We
for the
had we
next
have
year.
to.
Man. All or nothing. The Grizzlies.
Sunderland. Sunderland till I die. Yeah, All or Nothing is also a football documentary, right?
No, it's
Yeah.
football and soccer and
Some
and
different.
rugby and
Yeah.
but it starts with football with the
Yeah,
Cardinals
You're right.
and then
Manchester City.
but not the Broncos on that television show. I don't know why.
We
I
need the
must talk
Grizzlies.
to Net. It's not that Netflix is Amazon. Huh? I think it's Prime. Yeah, it's great.
Okay, and still the longer question in the chat, also about mentality. Yeah, how do you deal with someone on your team that gets frustrated and gives you negative energy? Is that someone you actively talk to, or do you focus on yourself and say less?
A lot of that is coming back to the controlling what you can control. I think that was really one of the main lessons that my dad instilled in me. Always getting back to what's in your control. And unfortunately, some other person's actions like that, the actions of a referee, the actions of a coach, even years on the bench, like getting back more quickly to what can I actually control. And of course we care. Of course we care about our teammates. Of course that these things happen where that energy, whatever, there's issues, things. Usually it's not about you, and usually it's not their oftentimes suffering with something that's not have anything to do with volleyball or that situation. So there's like different layers you can remind yourself of why that's maybe happening, but it's definitely more the not letting the like water off a duck's back was another visual my dad gave me when I was a kid. Like, when water gets on the back of a duck and it just kind of rolls off, that's I think is more the way to go with some of that kind of stuff, and just return to who am I, who do I want to be, what am I about. I think those are good questions to reflect on when you find yourself thinking about that kind of stuff too much, or letting that affect you too much.
All right. So you lived in Berlin and played in Berlin. Have you been to party there a bit? Can you tell us something
A time and a
about?
place. There's a time and a place for a party. For sure, I think the summers in Berlin are really special around the world. And
Because there's a big techno scene, just for the fans to know. Berlin is a center of techno music, and yeah, for me as a DJ, it's always interesting talk about things like that. And so, yeah, do you have been, for example, to Berghain or some famous clubs there? Can you speak about that, or should we change the topic?
I'm happy to speak about that. I have been to some of these amazing clubs, and the energy there is also really special and really amazing and in different ways. And it's something I've been lucky to experience and to feel and to be a part of. Again, time and a place. As a professional athlete, that's very, very difficult to do in the season. The times where that presented itself in the season were maybe once or twice if you had 5 days off and you had planned it. And again, for me, the reason I can play to 34 is I'm very good with my nutrition, recovery, sleep, all these things. So difficult as a pro athlete for sure. But there were enough breaks, enough summer times, enough also there through some of the longer breaks where some of that stuff was possible, and felt really special and very energetic. And I love to dance. I really do.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fun.
We must create a ace dance for for Cody Kessel, or when he makes a good point, so we make a dance for you.
Yeah.
Or maybe a beach volleyball tournament in
Yeah.
the summer.
So Cody, have you something, a special song or a special music? What gives you something for your mentality?
Oh man, I love all kinds of music, and it depends on my mood. It depends on where I'm at. I draw a lot of inspiration from beautiful songs or music from every genre. I mean,
So it could be that you sit on your truck in Colorado, drive
also,
across the
I
Rocky
was
Mountains, and
raised
hear some country music,
I
or
was raised on country music. I was raised on 90s country music, Shania Twain,
I was
full,
a highwayman.
uh, the Dixie Chicks, man.
Yeah.
It was very George Strait. That was kind of the upbringing. My dad exposed would Saturdays and Sundays he would put on music videos from all around the world.
Mhm.
Enya, Celtic Woman. I mean, really wide range of everything to just the human experience is so beautiful, and sometimes when it's captured in music, it's just the best. So wide range. Listening at home in the evening, it's kind of more folk alternative-y for me, kind of the
Mhm.
singer-songwriter vibe. I love concerts like that as well. Um, yeah, on the court, you can draw from a lot of things. I was listening, I actually have an album for everyone that it was really resonating with me that I could share it's an older hip hop album,
Okay.
a classic, but it's by Gangstar. What is it? What is it called? I have to find it. I was listening to it this whole like last couple weeks, and I think I can recommend it to everyone, but I'm forgetting it might be Moment of Truth is the name of the album as well as
Moment of truth.
but
Checked it out. Our
Um,
DJ will check that out.
Know
Moment
My
of truth.
Cities, What I'm Here For, Above the Clouds, Work. These are all really, I was vibing with that a lot this past week as well as, yeah, so.
That's great. So you have not special in your ears when you go on the field. So some players have some headphones on and hear some music. Did you hear something when you
I'm not
go out?
usually, I usually like to go in calmer. I need to,
Hmm.
if I hype myself up too much, I get, you always are trying to find this optimal level of arousal.
Yeah.
And I actually do like that we don't play music as a whole team because music is so individual. If you have 14 guys and they all have different music tastes, there's always even if everyone's like, yeah, it's nice that like we all get the same music. Like I've been on a lot of teams like that, and that was good too. But it's nice when everyone, if you want your music, you can have your music, and maybe let's just have the quiet
Hmm.
and calm for the guys that need and want the quiet and the calm. I think that's the way to go after a lot of experience in locker rooms. But each team, each coaches make their own decisions about that kind of stuff. But yeah, I am such a uh, bundle of energy and excitement that I don't need to push it sometimes over. But of course, I've had there were years, that's 11 years as a pro, so there were years where would listen to a certain playlist. There were years where I would listen to a song until we lost, and then I would change the song. I was like, that was another thing that I did. Um, yeah.
This is for myself when I was traveling to America. So I'm not a guy that he loves to fly. So it's okay. It's no problem. I love the longer flights more than the shortest flights here in Germany or in Europe.
Yeah.
But when I was in the plane, I always hear "God Bless the USA." You know? I'm proud to be an American. And this is what I hear, and I'm focused on this song, and then I open my eyes and say, "Hey, we are in the air."
it gives you strange.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that song is nice. It's just connecting with also the veterans and the troops that sacrifice so much for our country. I also respect that so much. And, yeah.
absolutely. So this every time when I was on the 4th of July in America, they played with the fireworks. It's this song. This song is every time was playing with that. It's great.
Yeah, so long question.
Right.
Again, let me check this out. When it comes to the third set, you were on the bench and there's no momentum. You are maybe a bit cold. You come in. Yeah, how do you manage this type of situation to
Yeah.
get back into the game?
Well, luckily, I can speak from a lot of experience because I can even say that I made the core out of my career out of basically being a bench player. So, both for Berlin and for the US men's national team, I was obviously not one of the guys. I was the bench guy, the guy that had to grind, the person that was maybe one time out of 4 matches having to play in a really difficult, stressful moment in the fourth set when things aren't going well and come in, and it's not easy. First of all, it's really difficult. But um, one way I would mentally, I'll give you some different things. One way mentally I would think about it is look, a huge amount of our life as pro athletes is you build a fire through the whole week. And then I have to be really on for, 2 hours when we go down to Karlsruhe. Of course, you do everything else, but I have to be 100% all in with all this fire that I built through the whole week, getting it to 7 to 9:30 max, right? The longest it's going to go is 2.5 hours with the warm up 3.5 hours. So for these 3.5 hours, these 4 hours, how do I build my day, my recovery, my work so that I'm just all in, even if I'm on the bench? So even if you're a bench player, you're going, what does all in look like? What is being 100% dialed for you? For some people, they try to play, but maybe that's doing physical stuff. But just mentally, what would that be if you gave that for those hours? And the way that fans do, the way that you guys do doing the podcast, like you guys are doing a huge amount of and giving, and but so that's part of how I think about it. About the getting subbed in and having the extra anxious thoughts and stuff, connecting more with the awesome opportunity to be out there on the court. I think that's good. The thing about the childhood thing of the little kid inside you that would be so excited about, oh, I get to go in. Oh, great. Like this more of excitement instead of nervousness. It's a skill that a lot of athletes have to develop is when you, even now, even the greatest players in the world will tell you that they still get nervous. But for them, before every game, before every podcast, before every something that matters to you, they still get nervous, but very quickly, and they've learned to call that nervousness excitement, or they interpret it in maybe a slightly different way. I still get nervous before I play, but it's like that. It's a buildup of energy and something that's going to help me for that time when I need to go perform.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a great way. It's our position. It's the same. So I think as a player, go on the bench, respect the game, and be yourself. This is what you're told, and give everything for that, and not overpacing. That's a
Yeah,
most important thing. What you said. That's a great mix. I think what make the great result of that.
yeah,
Absolutely.
Yes, I think also putting back the ego, like, oh, why don't do I be in the
yeah.
starting six?
When you're a lot of
And
times when you're suffering, you're focused on yourself. And a huge another lesson I love from volleyball that comes often a lot is it's not about you. And sometimes we all need that reminder. We're all humans. We're all not thinking about ourselves 90% of the time. And volleyball's not about you. It's about the team and the group and becoming the best we can be together.
So it's the same like us. So when he plays the wrong music, so the crowds are not not singing the song. So okay, the crowds make the music. You only the guy who press on play. And I will when the crowd sometimes said, okay, we'll hear screaming mic or singing mic. So but it's great. So when we put that all together, we can bring something special in our arena, and I think we are on a good way.
Yeah.
Definitely.
yes, sir. Yeah, we also have 1 hour here we are 1 hour in. The time flies by.
Yeah, I think we can get Cody right now the time to eat.
Some desert.
Bring in the food in the microwave.
Yeah.
But Cody, at the end of our shows, our guest has the word and has the time to send some greets, whatever you want, to your family, to your friends, to your fans, whatever you want. It's your turn right now.
Just a lot of gratitude for you guys, for the fans that are following this journey, writing in support. Again, I haven't been able to get back to all of you, but if you have questions about it as a player, just reach out to me. Might take me a couple weeks, but I'll get back to you. Yeah, if you have questions about the mental game or being a player, I tried to cover all that in my book, but if you read the book, definitely send me an email. You can always reach out to me and find me, and I'm happy to help you out.
What is the name of the book? Tell us.
It's called 11 Ways to Get an Edge.
Okay.
You can go on my social link and you'll find it somewhere. Maybe it was years ago, but you can buy it, download it instantly. You know what? I'll even do a discount code. It'll be the discount code I will do in 30 minutes. It will be Griswolds. You get 50% off the book. Griswolds
That's cool.
discount code.
That's, pretty
50%
cool.
off my book.
Oh, that's great.
My ebook. And again, it's more about I want to reach you if you're out there and you're have these questions and you want to get better at the game. You have the energy, so just
I will buy it. I will buy it. My wife told me I must read more, and now it's perfect. But
Do you also have an audiobook?
got to work on that. Maybe you can do the German.
He has the voice for something like that.
no, but we can if you want, we can meet us, and we have a portable studio, and you can bring your book in if you
Great.
want.
We can get little actually we could get little chunks of it out in more digestible format because that's no one's reading anymore these days.
For
right?
sure.
Everyone wants a
But do
little-
you have any idea what Griswolds
I
mean?
don't. I need the background story about.
So I'm a very big fan of Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
You know Chevy Chase, the actor,
I know of him, but
and they have his name in the movie is Clark W. Griswold.
yes.
It's a Christmas movie. So
Yes.
and this is so a mix from Clark W. Griswold and the Grizzlies. So
I
that's
recognize. Okay, that's what I thought it was. I recognized. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah.
I didn't know anything about this too. So in the second episode, I got the information what that means, and so don't be afraid or something. It's all good. Mike is a bit older.
a little bit older. I think 10 years or something.
Yeah,
What is your birth the year?
92.
92. Okay, I'm born in 80. Okay.
Just a little bit.
I'm the oldest guy here, man. Okay. You are, what is your birth? 89?
91.
91. Perfect. Yeah. So
See,
you're the both set.
we,
Okay.
we don't need to know this.
But he looks older. Okay.
Long nights.
Cody, thank you very much for your time. We very appreciate that you're getting your food getting cold. Now
It was a pleasure. Thank you guys.
keep calm right now. You can go off of the stream. Think about that. They will upload your local
Let's leave.
audio.
It's okay.
If you can leave right now. You can leave your one, eat your food and enjoy your evening.
Thank you guys.
We see us on the December 23, and then we will rock against Ludwigsburg.
Sounds great. Oh,
Okay.
also, there's a Princetonian playing for Ludwigsburg that I'm very proud of. He's from my university. He's the
Really?
opposite there. He's a stud. He's got potential, but I got to stop him that night. So, all right.
Oh, okay.
Another fun
Come for
story I
Johnny.
have to know to the Bundesliga is we went to the same university, played for the same
Yeah.
coach. He's a stud. I'm excited to play against him. So,
Okay.
It's a small world.
Yeah. We will see it on December 23, and we said go Grizzlies and United in orange, and that's
perfect. See you there. I'm going to add the
Go
discount to my
Grizzlies,
book
go.
right now. Bye, guys.
Yes.
the discount. Wunderbar. Thank you very much.
Pretty cool.
Vielen Dank. So, also, das ist ja Wahnsinn. Da haut er gleich nochmal einen Code raus.
Mit dem Code Griswolds25.
Ja, kannst du hier sein Buch runterladen. Ich glaube auch, das kann man bei ihm im Profil, hat er das, glaube ich, verlinkt. Bei Instagram. Ich schau mal kurz. Ich hoffe, ihr habt soweit eigentlich alles verstanden. Ich weiß, dass er auch sehr gut Deutsch spricht, aber das hat er auch trotzdem sehr gut gemacht. Und er ist, hier, ich gucke mal hier, Cody Beton Me. Ja, genau. Also man kann da auf den Link klicken bei ihm, bei Cody Castle in Instagram und dann ladet das Ding runter, gibt ihm noch ein bisschen Zeit. Wir werden das nochmal bewerben. Richtig gut. Ich werde mir das Buch auf jeden Fall holen. Manchmal brauche ich das vielleicht auch so ein bisschen.
Wir gucken erst mal, wie viele Seiten das hat. Damit
So
fangen wir
bisschen-
erstmal an. Und dann sehen wir weiter.
So ein bisschen zum Runterkommen. Ich bin unheimlich froh, dass er da ist. Also ich weiß, ich habe keine Ahnung von Volleyball, definitiv nicht. Aber ich sehe das ja aus den Mannschaftssportarten, die ich halt auch betrieben habe und was er dem Team halt auch gibt, alleine auch dem Spirit. Ich meine, in den letzten Jahren haben wir gesehen, klar, Jory war auch so ein Mentalitätsmonster sicherlich, aber bei ihm sieht man halt auch nochmal, dass er wirklich gezielt ja auch, klar, er kriegt das von seinem Vater sicherlich auch mit, als großer Lehrmeister da des amerikanischen Volleyballs. Aber dass er halt auch die Spieler dann halt auch mitnimmt und versucht dann halt auch gleich auch noch ein Stück weit besser zu machen. Das ist schon, da merkt man natürlich auch, was er für eine Erfahrung mitbringt. Gerade, ich meine, hey, er hat in Berlin jahrelang gespielt. Das machst du ja auch nicht einfach so.
Definitiv. Also gerade das, was wir in vergangenen Folgen früher dann nochmal angesprochen haben, mit der Erfahrung nochmal so eine Leitfigur, vielleicht nochmal mehr und ja, gerade so im Hinblick Mindset und Fokus, glaube ich, allein deswegen schon ein riesiger Mehrwert, menschlich sowieso, wie man jetzt in der Stunde.
Ja, absolut. Aber du hättest ja auch noch weiterreden können. Ne?
Ja.
Also das macht unheimlich viel Spaß, ihm zuzuhören. Er sagt ja auch, hat ja auch ganz klar gesagt, hey, ich habe hier nichts zu verbergen, ich bin ein offenes Buch, ne? Was soll ich hier erzählen? So ist es halt. Und aber das zeigt ja auch, dass er sagt, aufgrund auch sagt er, ich hatte nicht viel damit zu tun, aber die Vorgeschichte meiner Familie irgendwie, ne, so, dass er sagt, ich will deshalb halt auch mal nach Tel Aviv, um das einfach mal kennenzulernen, in einer wirklich schwierigen Zeit, in der wir uns befinden. Und gerade auch da natürlich, ne, ganz, ganz viel Liebe geht daraus, dass das wirklich dass da wirklich alle sicher sind und alles gut wird irgendwann mal. Dieses Schwachsinns-Rumgeballer, sorry, das ist ganz einfach so, das gehört einfach nicht in diese Welt. Ja. Wie ihr sagt, wir sind doch alles Menschen und ja, aber deswegen auch das auch nochmal, dass er sagt, nein, ich möchte gerne die Mentalität spüren, ich möchte da sein, ich möchte mich damit identifizieren und ja, ein krasser Weg
Also,
auf jeden Fall.
Du hast
Ja, und dann natürlich auch zu sagen, okay, ich gehe zurück und ja, hey, die Grizzlies und das macht mich auch wiederum stolz, dass die Leute sagen, ja, ey, ich will zu den Grizzlies, weil ich kenne die, ich habe das schon mal gespielt, zumindest als Gegner und was da los war, Wahnsinn. Ich meine, es gibt so viel an dem, was wir und ich meine, was die Fans, was vor allem auch Sascha Kutschera und die ganzen Sponsoren und alle ehrenamtlichen Helfer da ableisten, dann das auch wieder so wertschätzen und
Ja.
sagen,
so ein Eindruck
ey,
bleibt einfach. ja.
Genau, ich will da mal spielen. Ne? Oder ich meine, so ein Taylor Averill, der ja nun World High-Class Mittelblocker ist, der ist richtig geil, sowas habe ich ja noch nie erlebt.
Ja.
Solche Spiele wirst du nie verpflichten können, weil es einfach finanziell nicht funktioniert. Aber, jedenfalls jetzt noch nicht. Aber das alleine gibt doch schon so viel, dass so einer sich überhaupt vorstellt, oh, das hätte ich ganz gerne jede Woche. Ne? Das hat er ja nochmal wiederholt, wo wir ja auch in Monster dann gespielt haben, wo er gesagt hat, ja, es sind hier 50 Leute mitgefahren, seid ihr nicht ganz dicht, ne? So positiv. Ne? Ja, das ist schon, das gibt einem viel.
Zeigt einfach, dass jede kleine Stellschraube irgendwo 100% gibt und weiß, was er da tut.
Ja.
Fans inklusive, also
Definitiv.
jedes Mal Weltklasse.
Und deswegen nutzen wir auch nochmal die Chance und bedanken uns bei der ambulanten Krankenpflegekurs, die heute hier unser Partner war, bei dieser
Dank.
für mich auch, finde ich, sehr emotionalen Folge, bei dem, was er da natürlich auch von sich gegeben hat und preisgegeben hat, sehr offenen Folge auch. Und ja, nochmal, kann man nicht oft genug sein, wir sind sehr froh und stolz, dass er da ist. Ich glaube, die jungen Spieler bei uns auch, ich sehe das ja auch in der Kabine, wie die dann da teilweise vom Spiel miteinander umgehen und das ist schon gut und natürlich, dass die Broncos diese Saison den Super Bowl holen. Jetzt sind wir schon 2. Das ist, wir werden immer mehr.
Du kriegst deine Fernsehrunde beim Super Bowl zusammen. Mit Luca und Co. wirst du deinen.
Ja, wobei Luca ist ja Fan von den Ravens halt. Ne? Das ist halt, aber mit Cody können wir nicht gerade irgendwie ein Auswärtsspiel ist oder so. Dann im Februar.
Sehe ich euch mit Chicken Bucket oder mit der Ente süß-sauer, die da gerade reingeflogen ist.
Da hätte ich jetzt auch Bock drauf, ne?
Ja, dann wird das mit dem Schlafen wieder nichts bei mir.
Ja, aber
das
das
ist
tut mir, auch,
vorbei.
es tut mir auch so leid, dass
Ja,
ich. Ja, aber du brauchst deine Kraft jetzt auch, ne? Weil morgen ist wieder Volleyballtraining.
Ja, das war.
Jetzt habe ich ihn gerade dazu verpflichtet. Also, ja, wir.
Das ist eine andere Story. Vielleicht machen wir nochmal. Ich habe ja auch mal gesagt, vielleicht fändet ihr es auch interessant, wenn wir mal einen Podcast machen, wo nur wir zwei ein bisschen quatschen.
Ich weiß nicht, ob man das sehen will. Aber
Wie wir zu dem ganzen Spaß gekommen sind. Und dann können wir mal drüber sprechen, dass du mich für eine Hobbymannschaft verpflichtet hast, von der ich dachte, das ist so ein bisschen Altherrentraining.
er hat
Und
gedacht, das
ohne
wäre
Bewegung.
Ja.
Ja, habe ich mich dann doch noch mal ein bisschen umgeschaut, was ich da so
Das
tat.
wär gut.
Aber ich habe für mich die Qualität erkannt, der Zuspieler. Das wäre was für mich. So,
Da
hab
hast
ich
du Spaß dran gefunden, ne?
Ja, das Verteilen und das kommt auch vom Fußball so ein bisschen hier Auge da, wo sind die Räume, wie kann ich
Der kleine
Vorarbeit
Linke.
der Zehner, genau, Schalker.
Ja, ja.
Das ist so doch nicht Libero, das ist mir zu viel Drecksarbeit.
Da musst du ganz schön immer aufpassen,
Ja,
ne?
das geht nicht.
Das
Da
ist schön.
sind die Knie hin nach 2 Runden.
Ja, also wie gesagt, wir haben hier in Hannover eine Mannschaft, wo wir morgen wieder hingehen werden und dann werden wir da morgen wieder eine Runde versuchen, das Beste zu geben. Es war auf jeden Fall sehr witzig. Wir hatten unser Grizzlies-Trikot an, wo wir letzte Woche da waren und dann kam der Erste rein und sagte, wir wussten jetzt nicht, dass wir heute hier ein Freundschaftsspiel haben gegen die Grizzlies. Ne? Es ist aber trotzdem dann auch schon wieder verwunderlich, dass viele, die da waren, die halt auch schon jahrelang da Volleyball spielen, die gar nicht wussten, wer die Grizzlies überhaupt sind.
Ja.
Ist wirklich so, ne?
Ja.
Die gesagt, ja, wer seid ihr? Wieso, was sind denn die Grizzlies? Champions League, in welcher Sportart denn? Ja, Volleyball. Oh. Also, das ist schon krass, aber siehst du, wir sind ja quasi hier Botschafter.
Ja.
Wir müssen jetzt das Grizzlies-Trikot anziehen und sind wir Botschafter des
Also
Volleyballs.
ich laufe ja auch täglich einmal eine Stunde am Steintor mit dem Trikot lang,
Am Steintor.
um
Okay.
ein bisschen Werbung zu machen.
Ja, am Steintor. Da könnt ihr euch jetzt mal selber euer Urteil bilden. Du hast durch Steintor?
Überall. Ich bin mal da, mal da.
Das war.
Ich bin auch mal am Krüppke.
Also,
Manchmal bin ich auch bei Mr. Lecker.
oh Gott. Also,
Nee, da bin ich wirklich
wenn ihr einen im Grizzlies-Trikot durch Hannover laufen seht, dann ist es Chris. Sprecht ihn ruhig an und gebt eure Musikwünsche ab. Möchtest du noch wen grüßen, mein Lieber?
Oma. Die Omas kriegen es heute ab.
Die Oma.
Maria,
Und Josef.
beste Grüße.
Und Josef auch, oder?
Der Josef
bald-
oder die Maria.
Ist bald soweit. Angel Di Maria.
Das ist
Josef Di
das
Maria.
Gewinnspiel, warte mal.
Das war gut, ja, wunderbar. Klasse.
Wen möchtest du denn grüßen?
Ja, ich grüße natürlich alle Grizzlies-Fans, auf jeden Fall meine Family, die zuschaut. Nochmal die ambulante Krankenpflegekurs. Definitiv ganz, ganz viel Liebe geht raus an euch. Danke für das. Und natürlich für den Gleitz Verlag, die, ja, muss man schon sagen, fast unsere Manager sind jetzt.
Hinter
irgendwie.
den
Das ist-
Kulissen ganz, ganz viel Arbeit machen. Lieben
Olli
Dank
ist
dafür.
jetzt, Olli ist jetzt der frühere Ralf Weber. Das war ja der Manager von Michael Schumacher. Wir werden jetzt schon hart rangenommen. Jetzt hier ist eine harte Taktung. Nein, Quatsch, Spaß. Also,
Nein, aber auch nochmal vielen lieben Dank an alle, die auch immer supportet haben, die zugeschaut haben. Jetzt hier heute unser letzter Stream aller Voraussicht nach vor Weihnachten und
stimmt, genau.
bis Neujahr.
Mein
Das
Gott.
nochmal zu erwähnen, vielleicht am Rande.
Am 5. sind wir wieder zurück.
Yes.
Ah, Mensch, jetzt geht das, Freunde.
Hart verdiente Weihnachtspause.
Ja, genau, deswegen.
Aber ihr könnt ja mal fleißig mitdiskutieren oder auch auf unserem Social-Media-Kanal. Haut mal Ideen raus, schreibt uns einfach
Ja.
mal an, was ihr sehen wollt, wen ihr sehen wollt.
Bitte.
Nehmt dran teil. Wir versuchen noch alles möglich zu machen.
Ja, also solange wir hier noch so eine gute Zuschauerresonanz haben, machen wir weiter. Also, wie gesagt, wir machen uns erstmal eine Weihnachtspause, mal ein bisschen Kraft schöpfen. Wir haben ja am Anfang gesagt, wir machen das Ding hier wöchentlich, um erstmal reinzukommen und alles kennenzulernen. Wir werden dann im neuen Jahr sicherlich auch eine neue Taktung finden, weil wir haben das jetzt ja wöchentlich gemacht, weil wir jetzt ja wussten ja, dass wir so viele Spiele auf dem Programm haben. Sonst hätten wir das ja alles gar nicht reingekriegt. Und deswegen werden wir dann ab dem nächsten Jahr das vielleicht ein bisschen lockerer machen. Müssen wir mal gucken, was wir da für eine Taktung finden. Wir wollen den Jungs ja auch nicht so sehr auf Säckle gehen, gell? Deswegen denke ich mal, finden wir da aber, glaube ich, einen guten Weg. Und wir haben ja noch so viele Jungs, die hier mal rein wollen, ne, und rein möchten. Und Iñaki Ramos zum Beispiel stelle ich mir auch sehr spannend vor.
Definitiv.
Da sind noch so einige, die hier Hallo sagen wollen. Und deswegen,
Oder eben hinter den Kulissen.
genau.
Wir holen sie
Ja,
alle
genau.
vor die Cam.
So machen wir es. Deswegen wünsche ich euch auf jeden Fall schon mal jetzt auf diesem Wege hier ein frohes Weihnachtsfest, einen guten Rutsch ins neue Jahr. Ja, ich weiß, wir sehen uns ja noch am 23.12. hoffentlich alle in der Arena. Crolli schreibt, alles für die Griswolds. Jawohl. Danke. Das ist, wie gesagt, mit Gold nicht aufzuwiegen, was ihr leistet, liebe Freunde vom Gleitz Verlag. Nicht nur für uns, sondern für alles das, was wir gerade erleben dürfen, ist das sehr wichtig. Und genau, habt schöne Weihnachten. Lasst euch reich beschenken mit ganz viel Liebe und ganz vielen anderen tollen Sachen. Denn der Grizzlies Merch Shop wurde ja auch wieder aufgestockt. Es gibt viele neue tolle Produkte. Schaut einfach mal rein. Und dann am 23. könnt ihr natürlich auch nochmal ordentlich zuschlagen.
Dass doch
In
was
der Arena.
Vernünftiges unterm Baum liegt.
Ja, in der Arena oder halt natürlich bei uns entweder online oder natürlich bei Sport Vosswinkel. Da gibt es ja auch den Fanshop. Da sind tolle Sachen dabei. Extra für dich habe ich sogar gehört, hat da jemand was in Weiß gemacht.
In Weiß.
Ja, du wolltest ja mal so ein weißes T-Shirt haben mit dem hellen Aufdruck hinten drauf. Und
Oi, oi, oi.
hast du doch gar nicht gesehen, ne? So gut guckst du dir den Merchstand an, ne?
Ist zu gefährlich fürs Portemonnaie. Das ist immer mein Problem.
Das macht ja nichts. Du kannst dich ruhig mal beschenken zu Weihnachten. Du hast es verdient. Wenn nicht du, wer dann?
Na
Auf jeden
gut.
Fall. Gut, liebe Freunde der hüpfenden Bären. Wir sehen uns dann am 23. wieder. Danke fürs Einschalten und habt tolle Weihnachten. Merry Christmas to everyone.
Bye, bye.
Bye!
Tschüss.
Ich drücke jetzt hier auf Stopp. Hier.